Hey, tubies, it's Psychic Bob. It is so good to be back with all of you. Well, welcome tonight. Welcome to Tuesday night. It's messages from the spirit world. And I'm so glad you're here. It looks like we already got a crowd turning out. Let's see who's here tonight. Here's Gav Hines all the way from England. Sarah Rico's here. Yay, Kim Osborne. Hey, Kim Osborne. Good to see you. Sarah J's here. Cindy Fitzgerald. Yay. Oh, my gosh. People are already gathering. Wow, let's see who. B. LeClaire's here. Kate Pigeon's here. Sarah J. Christian Drew at 1313. Clifton. Ash is here. Frequency of Peace. Sid 1982. Nessie Anderson. Oh my gosh, Miss Sylvia. Hey, Miss Sylvia. Hearts back to you. All right. Oh my goodness. So many people. This is amazing. Wow. Sherry, Serenity Skies. Gail Collier. Tegan's here. Jay Gothic Word Blogs. Thomas Smith's here. Raven Fisher. Christian Thibodeau. Nicole Spiritual Corner. Yay. Oh my gosh. Sarah J. Wow. So many. I probably can't get through all the names, but welcome to all of you tonight. I'm so thankful that you all are here. Welcome. Thank you. KMH Television's here. Kate Pigeon. Yay. Kate says, I love the show on Sunday with Kelly. You know, Kate, we had such a good time. You know, for those of you who didn't see it, on Sunday night, I appeared on Kelly Coffey's show. And if you go over to her channel at Kelly and the Raw, her channel link's at the front of my page, on my channel page on the right on recommended channels. You can see my appearance on that. We talked about the supermoon. It was so much fun. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you who came out to yesterday's video. On Monday, we had horoscopes. So if you didn't see that, you got to check that out. That's in the queue right before this video. But don't go away. Stay here until after this show's over. Then you can go see yesterday's video. Well, welcome. All right. Hey, Matt Burns is here. Good to see you. All right. Trash Cat Destroyer, Friday 13 Goth Man. Yay. Cindy Fitzgerald. Wonderful. Thank you, Cindy. Cindy said, you and Kelly make a great team. We do. We have a best time together. You know, Kelly and I say we're kind of like the, what is it, Ryan and Kelly. You know Ryan and Kelly on TV? They're like talk show hosts. Well, we're the Ryan and Kelly of psychics. We want to have our own talk show, Kelly and I do. We really think we could make a go of it. And, you know, we'll see. You know, we're working on it. You know, we got contacts in Hollywood. And, well, you never know. Hollywood's fickle, but we're looking at it. So it'd be a lot of fun to have a TV talk show, wouldn't it? Would you guys watch me on, I don't know what channel we'll be on, but if we get a show, we'll be on one of those cable channels probably. Anyways, ALL's here. Good to see you. Just got notification. Wonderful. Kate says, I would love the Kelly and Bob show. Yeah, that would be fun, wouldn't it? You know, so it'd be like Kelly and Bob, psychic talk show. I think it'd be great. We'd have guests on, and I think it'd be it'd be a great production. You know, I think it'd be a lot of fun. You know, Liberace used to have a saying. My grandmother loved Liberace. If you guys know who he was a piano player. He was Mr. Showman. He used to have a show in Las Vegas. And Liberace used to always come on the stage and say, I'm having such a good time. I really shouldn't even take the money. I'm just having way too much fun. And then he'd say, but I will anyways. And that's how I feel. I have such a good time doing psychic work. I really shouldn't take the money. And if I got a TV show, I'd feel guilty taking a salary because, gosh, I'd just be having fun hanging out with Kelly. You know, we'd be sitting there drinking Kelly Coffey's coffee all day and getting hyped up on caffeine and getting a paycheck. But the cool thing is we get to hang out with all of you even more if we had a daily show. And that would be fun, you know. Thank you, Tegan. Tegan says, I'd rather watch that than any Jimmy Fallon show. Thank you so much. Gav Hines says, Bob, get a live karaoke channel going. That'd be awesome. You know, Gav, that's sweet, but I don't think I'm really that good of a singer. In my dreams, I like to think I could sing, but realistically, I don't know, you know. I better probably do better with a psychic show, you know. But I like the idea. Spiritual News by Kelly and Bob. Frequency of Peace. Hey, good to see you, Frequency of Peace. Thank you for being here. So, yes. Yeah, Gail Collier likes that. Well, thank you, guys. Well, anyways, I'm just glad you're here. And we're going to do messages from the spirit world tonight. For those of you who are new here, Messages from the Spirit World is a show we do every Tuesday. We're now doing it live simply because I think it's more fun live. So we're going to, be taking messages and questions in just a few moments. But for right now, I want to just do a few quick announcements, okay? So hang on, we'll get to your questions. But first of all, I have a new artwork out. For those who didn't see yesterday's video, this is my newest painting that is now available. It is available for free release at my website. You can go download a copy for free. And this is called Gold and Crimson. And this painting is one of my new abstract expressionist pieces. And it deals with the interconnectedness of life and consciousness. So you can also get this, if you really love this, in a t-shirt form over at my merch store. By the way, some of you have written and said you don't see my merch store below the videos. That seems to be happening on certain browsers. I don't know why, but you can see it if you go to my main channel page. Just click on the word Spirit Channel under any video, and that'll put you back at the main page. And up at the top of the screen, you'll see a tab. It will say Store, Merchandise Store. So you can click on that as well, and that'll take you into my merch store. So you can get this painting in a t-shirt form now as well. I already sold one today. Somebody said, oh my God, I got to have that as a t-shirt. And I was able to tell them, you got it as a t-shirt. Thank you, Miss Sylvia. Thank you, Brad. Brianna says she loves it. Christian Thibodeau says, trippy. Brianna Bray says, oh, I like that. Kim Osborne says, you come up with the coolest names for your artwork. Well, to do artwork, you have to think outside the box, I think, But I love to paint. Caroline Arsis loves the colors. J Gothic World Blogs writes, thanks for your channel. Very helpful, as it is possible for me to get some messages from Uncle. Hold your questions. We're going to get to that in just a minute, okay? Sarah J says, I love your art and t-shirts, and you're doing it. Your decision. The heart tours and doing it wonderful. Thank you. I am working from the heart. Lady Wish says that's gorgeous. Thank you. Well, speaking of t-shirts, also I got to show you look what I'm wearing today. I put on my Green Frenzy shirt, and this is what it looks like on. You'll see at the bottom it says Green Frenzy. It's got my name, Bob Hickman, and it's got the art in the middle of the t-shirt. And I think it's a very chic looking shirt, So we have a number of different paintings, but I'm having a whole series of my paintings done in t-shirt form, So anyways, I hope you'll, really explore that. Somebody wrote to me and they said, wow, they saw me wearing this and they said, it looks really great when you see it on you. And, it's true. It's hard to kind of visualize what these shirts are like just from the pictures, even though the pictures are cool. When you wear them in person, I think it really brings them to life. So anyways, I wanted to finally wear this. I finally got around to washing it because, I'm very sensitive to ink. So the shirts, when you get them, I'll tell you, they have really nice quality dye work. Doesn't smell like dye anywhere, but you'll probably smell a little bit like ink. But that means they're really solidly dyed, and they didn't bleed or anything in the wash. So I can tell you they're good quality shirts. But anyways, take another look. There you go. Green Frenzy. Okay. How you like that? You guys, can you see yourselves wearing that? I already got a bunch of compliments. I was literally walking down the street today, and people were like, that's a cool shirt. And somebody came up to me and they said, is that a Gucci t-shirt? I said, no. But, I started looking up on the Gucci website, and they have some kind of radical t-shirts over there. They don't really look like mine, but they are different, and I think that my shirts are different enough that sometimes people think they're designer. Well, I guess they are designer. They're Bob Hickman designer. So there you go. Also, want to show you, I'm wearing my artist pendant again today because I'm celebrating my shirt, and my new painting. So there's my artist charm. So there you go. That's PsychicBob's fashion update. High fashion tea, Apple Goblin says. All right. Thank you. Well, we try to be high fashion. But yeah, definitely check out my merch store. I think I'm really excited about my shirts. In fact, I'm going to probably buy, all of my shirts and wear them all the time. It's just because I enjoy them. So anyways, I'm just glad you're here. And we're going to jump into some messages here in just a moment. But I thought that maybe we could just start with a little meditation so that we can, as I like to say, let's us attune to the spirit world. So I want you to take your hands off the keyboard. Oh, thank you so much. David Jan says he wants to buy one. Thank you, David. Christian Druid says, I love your artwork. Sarah J says, love the charm and shirt and celebration. Oh, thank you. Well, I say get these shirts because they might become collector's pieces. You'll have one of the original prints of Psychic Bob's, first line of clothing. So I'm going to be expanding my clothing line. We're going to have some other products too. I know some of you are asking for mugs and sweat hoodies, and we're probably going to have canvas paintings. I ask you guys, do you want canvas versions of my artworks? Like it'll look just like my originals. They'll be stretched on canvas, and you can put them up in your house. Would that be of interest to anybody? I'm just curious. So. Hi, Miss Limitless is here. Yay, good to see you, darling. Thank you. Hi, Lord Icy, she says. That's what I was thinking. So you were thinking about canvases? Well, anyways, if you guys like it, I'm working on that as well. So there's a lot that we're going to get, but we're starting with a few small things, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Okay. Well, anyways, we got to do some meditation. So I want everybody to take your hands off the keyboards now. Yes, Aquahel, and canvases. And Christian dresses canvases. Yes, definitely. Okay, good. Well, we'll get those coming soon. So anyways, I want to do some meditation. So we're all going to just settle down. Let's just close our eyes for a minute, okay? And as we close our eyes, let's follow our breathing and let go all the tensions of the day. I want to teach you a new type of meditation today, one that is really kind of radical, but I think you might be able to get it. And if you don't get it today, don't worry. It's a little hard, but I think if you practice it, you'll get it. It's called the blink meditation. Now, in the past how we'd start at the top of the head and fill our bodies with light. That's a wonderful way to meditate, but there's an even faster way to do it. Once you get proficient, you can do this. And what you do is you visualize inside of your body, just scan real quickly, see inside of your body, your bones and your tissues and organs. And then in your mind's eye, quickly do what we call a blink. And what that is imagine as if somebody turns on a brilliant light that's instantly in your body. Like, when you come into a room and you turn on a light and it goes blink and the whole room's illuminated. I want you to blink your illumination today. So let's, on the count of 3, we're going to go blink and turn on the light inside. 1, 2, 3, blink. And now you're fully illuminated inside. That's all you got to do. And when you're ready, just come on back, open your eyes, and you'll be fully present. Was anybody able to do that blink? It's kind of challenging at first till you get used to it, but it's a new way to do a quick tune in. And I use this sometimes if I'm like out on the street and there's a crisis, like say somebody's like fallen over and had a heart attack and they've got paramedics coming, I'll rush over and I'll just blink on and I'll give a reading on the spot and try to be of help to the people. Yeah, Aqua Helen says it isn't too easy. It does take practice, but it's just something kind of different. Yay, Karen Johnson did the blink. Yeah, Marie's here said that was cool. Yes, I like it. Anyways, it's not the only, you don't have to do this, but it's just something I wanted you to try today. Because, you may find as you develop psychically that you're in situations where you don't have time to sit and get all tuned and you need to jump into something. That blink meditation will fill you with that light and open all the channel very quickly. And so, I just invite you to try it, okay? Anyways, I am so glad you're here. Well, let's see who's going to get our first message today. All right. All right. June 18. Any messages for me? I sure could. Oops. I couldn't see what it said. I sure could have them. June 18. Where'd we go? There you are. Any messages for me? I sure could need them. Well, June 18th, it's your lucky day. You're the first person today. Listen, I have to tell you right now, I'm stepping into your frequency here, and I'm getting a big golden halo of light around your head. That tells me that you're opening your mind to new beginnings, and it means that your power is growing now. I feel like you've come out of a period here of a lot of waiting, a lot of struggle, and I think you're about done with that. And I want you to watch here, because as we literally get to around the 18th of February, it's funny, your name is June 18, but February 18 is really a lucky turning point for you. And it's literally around that time period, around the 18th or so, maybe the 19th, bear with me, but I am being shown the number 18 here around you for that. There's going to be some more opportunities. I feel like you've been in a stuck position financially and emotionally. And Spirit's telling me that that pressure is lifting, that you're getting kind of a new start. So this February gets things rolling for you. And so don't hold on to the past. Don't hold on to any fear. You're ready for some change right now. Okay, I see good things coming for you. Definitely more money and a sense of emotional healing. So I want to bring that to you and let you know. Also, call on Archangel Raphael. He's around you in spirit. He'll help you. Okay, blessings to you. Thank you for being here. All right. Yay. Okay, Kate Pigeon said, thank you for sharing a new way to meditate. I realized that I always use the same ways to meditate, Kate. And I thought, I should teach you guys some other things because not everybody wants to do the same meditation, So, all right, Miss Limitless, I've got a voice back here talking to me for you. And I keep getting a woman here around you. This is a spirit guide that's coming in here. And it sounds like it's, this is somebody new. I don't believe you worked with her before. But I'm getting a woman back here. And she says, I'm Esmeralda. And she says, I'm Esmeralda. And she says, I'm the queen of the ball. Esmeralda's dressed in a beautiful party gown. She kind of looks like she's dressed for, what's that big carnival like they have down in Brazil where they all dress up? Well, I think she's from Brazil. And she said, I'm Esmeralda. I'm ready for the party. She says that you're coming into a time of celebration here. She says particularly the month of March. She says with the spring becomes new spring in her step. So it looks like you're going to be getting some new energy and some blessings in March. I think there's some more money at that time and just a sense of being happy and content. Not so much worries, more celebration. Okay, but call on Esmeralda. She's bringing a lot of joy to you now. Anyways, hope that makes some sense. Blessings to you. Thank you for being here. Sometimes the messages, they just pop in, Miss Lemons didn't even ask a question. It already came through, you see. Yes, Friday the 13th Goth Mom says, it's always bright on the inside. See, that's how we should be. We should always be filled with light. No matter how much light we have, even if you go inside and you're like, well, I'm already illuminated, try bring it to an even brighter notch. Take it up a notch. See, we can always grow our power because in the spirit world, it's unlimitless. It's unlimited. Miss Sylvia says, when I blink, it was like a white glaze. See, isn't that wonderful? It can appear in a lot of forms. That's totally valid. Christian Druid says, I saw my sinuses, Bob. All right. Well, you can direct that light into those sinuses if they need healing as well. So that's cool. I'm so glad. All right, hold on. Let me see. We got more questions coming in here. Oops, hold on a minute. Parsnip Burger. Bob, do you know my spirit guide? And if they have a message for me, I feel like they know all the stuff I have been going through and they protect me. Yes, Parsnip Burger, you definitely are being protected right now. I'm getting an angel that's coming in here. There's a woman around, a female angel. And she gives me the name. It sounds like, it's like Ariel, I think. Ariel or Ani, I think it's Ariel. Closest I can get on the name right now. Sometimes names are a little hard because I hear them go so quickly. but I think it's Ariel is the name of your spirit guide. And she keeps asking me to say, she says, let them know they don't have to be afraid. The worst has passed. So it looks like you're around kind of turning point right now. And they're asking me to tell you that March puts a lot of this last, like I feel particularly the last 6 months. They're saying that there's something about the last 6 months was the struggle. And they said you're coming out of the struggle. So March starts a new beginning, but call on Ariel. Okay, that's your guide. Okay. Yay. All right. Kim Osborne. Kim says, this is going to be so cool for my job. Kim, I got to tell you, I'm getting a lot of spirit activity around you. I feel like, at your work, I'm literally getting like spirits, like deceased relatives of people that you're working with, like patients and stuff. Like when their patients come into your area, it's like there's a whole bevy of spirit guides and angels and relatives from their family that are accompanying them. So I think you're going to be getting kind of this increase in awareness. It's almost like you're in a private room with them, but it's like really filled up with people. So I want to tell you, if you just slow down and listen, you may be able to deliver, a message to people and be of service to them that way. Okay. Definitely increase the mediumship going on here around you. I'm also being asked to talk about the month of May for you. Kim, there may come an opportunity for a new job or some type of transfer in May. I don't see you being pushed out of your job, but it's more like an offer will open up for you. So May could be a turning point. It's almost like you might even get a promotion or a whole new job at a different facility in May. And again, I don't see your current job going away, but this is more like somebody says, hey, there's an opening here. Would you like to look at this? So remember the month of May. That seems to be a turning point in the money area. And I feel like on a soul level, you're kind of at a place where you may even want a new challenge. But I definitely see more money for you coming in May, okay? Anyways, I hope that makes some sense. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, somebody just donated money. Dinky donated $4.99. Bob, I met with an acting manager today. Do you think they will sign me? I felt like they didn't really like me, but I'm desperate and want to sign with them. Dinky, I'm not trying to be negative, but desperation's not the energy that you want. I don't feel that they're going to sign with you. Now, please don't be despondent when I say that, because I feel that you're at a turning point. And even if that one doesn't come through, I feel like there's another job opportunity that's going to come to you literally within about 2 to 3 weeks here. So I'll be honest, I'm not getting, just not getting a lot of energy around that, but I feel like it's still about 2 weeks out, okay? And then you'll get a new situation that's going to work to your advantage. Don't just jump to take anything. You don't have to do that. You're at a growth place, and the growth will sustain you. And the money that comes and the opportunities that come will be worth the wait, okay? Thank you for your kind donation. I hope that helps. Brianna Brady just donated $10. Thank you for your donation. Okay. Thank you, Dinky, for your donation. Thank you, Brianna, for your donations. Okay. Question. What do you see me doing for a living? Purpose. Isn't my purpose the same thing I'll be doing for a living? I love the work you do. Thank you so much for everything you are. You are appreciated. Brianna, yeah, that's a really, really great question. Let me try to clarify that. Everybody comes to Earth with a life mission. One of your life missions is to be a spiritual worker. You have a spiritual theme and a psychic theme. And so in your case, your work is directly tied to that life theme going forward. I do see you doing spiritual work. I think you're very gifted, very talented. And I think to do anything other than spiritual work will be delaying what you actually, came here for. So I do feel like 2020 is a year where there's a lot of energy present in the cosmos. And I want to just clarify this. A lot of people are starting rumors on YouTube that 2020 is the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. 2020 is a time where there is power to make advancement in your life, whatever direction you want. So back in 2012, we had a big burst of energy. 2020 is the same thing as 2012. So this is a time, Brianna, for you to really get serious and focus on that spiritual work and start being present for people. Start the process. Start putting yourself out there. Start a website. Just start something, because anything you start that's connected to your life theme is going to bring you success, okay? I keep getting the months of May and June around you is very significant. I feel that by that point in the year, you're actually getting some work out there and getting visible. So please start now, put yourself out there, and you'll make it, okay? Blessings. Thank you for your donation. Oh my gosh, $5 from Alexis Williams. Okay. Alexis says, Bob, I have a question about my sister. She ran away 9, almost 10 years ago. Do you see her coming back at all? I miss her dearly. Thank you. Much blessings. You know, hon, I got to tell you, it's going to be about 2 more years till you really see her. I feel, and this is going to sound strange, but what I get around her is that on some level, she's, how do I say this? She's still dealing with trauma. And on some level, what she's done is buried the trauma, ran away, started a new life. And it's almost like she's blanked out of her mind all of you. Now, don't take that as an offense. It's not that she hates you. She hates some other stuff that was going on. But I don't see it for about 2 more years, but I do feel she'll reach out to you in about 2 years, okay? So yeah, it's going to be that long, but she's still alive, and I do think she's okay now. Okay, thank you so much. Oh, we had some other donations. I'm sorry they went by. I didn't get to see. See if I can find them here. Guys, I am so sorry. You may have to retype your question for me. I can't, for some reason, the chat doesn't show your things. Okay, so Alexis, there you are. I got you. And I had another one up there. Here it is. No, Brianna answered you, answered Alexis. I think there was another one since then. Well, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to ignore you. Well, when Spirit wants it to happen, it'll reappear, okay? I'm sorry, but thank you. I'll try to get to you. Amy, 2572. Where'd it go? Hold on. Bob, what do you see for me this Valentine's Day? You know, Amy, I think Valentine's Day for you is a day of inner peace. You know, it's interesting because I feel like around that holiday for you in the past, it's either been high drama or a Great Depression. And I feel like this year it's a sense of you are okay with you, and there's peace in that. And I have to be honest, I don't see any great drama and romances. So forgive me if that upsets you. But what I see is that you're building a new life interiorly that will manifest in love opportunities for you later. See, I don't see a big romance on Valentine's Day, but I feel as we go through this next year, you've prepared yourself to be in a stronger position emotionally. And so this Valentine's Day is a day of reflection and introspection for you. Hope that helps. Okay, $4.99. Faith Reed. Hi, Faith. Will my support group take off and help people? Yes, it will, because you have a healer life theme as one of your themes and a communicator. And that assures success. So I'm glad you're doing that. Please keep going with that. Okay, perfect for you. Hope that helps. Blessings. All right, $5 from Friday 13th. Goth Mom. Are you a goth mom? That's cool. My whole family is homeless. Will it change soon? Anywhere we should look for housing opportunities? Yes, Friday 13th. This is an interesting time that you asked me this question, because one of the things, before I even read your question, I kept seeing, I was about to say literally before I read your question, I was about to say there's an issue coming around a move. And that's just shocking that that's what you're asking about. Yeah, it looks like it's not going to be until about the end of March or beginning of April. So you've got about another month, month and a half. But I do see a move coming for you. In terms of housing, I want you to try to reach out to social services, because I feel like they have lists of houses for people that are in crisis. And I think you'd be able to rent a house at a very affordable cost with even some subsidized subsidies to help cover that. But I do see it opening up around in the March. It will be a private home. It's a family home. It's a standalone home. And I feel like it will be in your price range. And I think it's going to be around that time period. And what's interesting is I feel the place has a fence around it. And later in the year, you might even get a dog. Your finances are going to turn. This is a temporary thing. I'm so sorry. And, it makes me ashamed that in a country as wealthy as America, a family of all should be homeless. So, you've got my prayers and support. And I hope everybody here at Spirit Channel will send a little energy to Goth Mom for some healing and some blessing and family strength. You're going to come through this, okay? I feel like in terms of location, this is very close to actually where you are right now. I don't know if you're like living in a shelter. I keep getting like in a shelter environment, but I feel like this is within like 4 to 5 miles of where you are. So this is not a far, long distant move. It will be in the same like city or county, or if not the exact county, like right across the line. It's very close. Okay, but I want you to contact social services to research that. That's where you'll make the link. I hope that helps, darling. Blessings to you. And we had somebody else donate. Oh, here it is. Aqua Helen, $5. Just cuz. Hearts from my recent birthday years. Oh, Aqua Helen, thank you. That's very kind. Happy belated birthday, fellow Aquarian. Aqua Helen. Yeah, I love that. Aquarius Helen, I guess that means. And you might like the color aqua too. Anyways, listen, Aqua Helen, I have a message for you. I'm getting a lady around you. She's from India, and she's a yogi, a yogini, I guess they call them, a female yogi. And she gives me the name of Amrit, A-M-R-I-T, Amrit. She says, I am Amrit. And she said that she's working with you to align your chakras now. And she says, tell Aqua Helen she's here for the long run. So you're going to live a long time. And Amrit is strengthening your energy so that your physical energy and your psychic energy blend in a way that strengthens your physical body. She's asking me to tell you to be gentle with yourself, particularly your back area. You have a little bit of weakness in the lower back. And she said, we're strengthening that, okay? But she's working with you. She's the name of your spirit guide, okay? Amrit. Okay. So anyways, happy birthday. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thanks for being here. All right. Dinky. Hi, Bob. The problem is that my money and modeling jobs dried up, and I feel like my spirit guides abandoned me. The manager said they will sign me, but I don't know. Tinky, I'm not trying to be negative here. I just don't think that that's where you're meant to be with that management agency. And even though they want to sign you, I still think there's a better opportunity coming for you in about 2 weeks. If you want to sign with them, that's fine. But I just feel like there's better offer or a greater percentage yet to come for you. And, in terms of agencies, I don't know if you're locked into a contract or if you can still move, but I feel like there's something more yet to come for you. So it's about 2 weeks here till I see transition around that for you. You're not being abandoned by anybody. Heaven's with you. I want you to call on Archangel Uriel. He's around you, very powerful archangel. Ask him to help put you out there because, when you're in modeling and acting and all of that, you got to be in the public eye. I might also invite you to consider invoking Saint Genesius. Saint Genesius is a saint. He's a Catholic saint, but you don't have to be Catholic. He's the saint of performing arts. And I think that modeling, acting, dance, all of that's a performing art. Saint Genesius is going to help you. I want you to call on him. Look him up. It's spelled Genesius. Genesius. That's who you want to invoke. But I see a transition about 2 weeks. So if you do want to sign with that agency, you can. I'm just concerned. I want you to make sure, well, let me put it this way. I want you to make sure that your contract doesn't lock you in for a long time, like a 20-year contract, and make sure that any jobs you get, you're getting the right percentage so that you're not being taken advantage of, okay? I don't think these people are out to cheat you, but I also think you need to negotiate a little stronger on your side for what you want, okay? And because remember this, when you put yourself out there and you say, this is what I want, you assert your will, the universe will back you if you're following your life path, and you are. Okay, so I think you're going to come through this. It's about 2 weeks till you start to see changes. I hope that helps. Thank you for your donation. Blessings to you. Okay, Mason Alex 2, $5. Thank you. Hi, Bob. Any messages for me? Let me just step into your frequency here. Yeah. I've got a man here. This is on your father's side, the family. This is a relative coming in. This feels like it's an, I think it's actually a great uncle. It'd be like a grandfather. So it's an uncle or a great uncle on the father's side that's around you. He's in spirit. I just keep hearing say, I'm guiding him. Now, what's interesting, he gives me the name of Earl. And I don't know if that's your name or his name, but I feel like this is somebody who has the name Earl around them in spirit, or they're saying Earl. So you are definitely being guided by somebody on the side. I'm hearing some issue here about a new beginning in the work area as well. And I think there's going to be an opportunity a little later this year. It's not till about June, but it looks like there may be an opportunity to like start your own business or partner with somebody to build a business. So be open to endeavors that are creative and that give you a chance to be your own boss, because that's where I see the turning point for you this year, okay? Anyways, call upon Earl, if that name makes sense. I do feel it's a relative. If I'm a little off on the position, bear with me. Sometimes it's hard to get it exact. But I'm getting that name around you in spirit. So Earl, you've got someone named Earl in spirit on your dad's side, okay? I hope that helps. Thank you for your donation and being here. Blessings to you. All right. Moon Sun Reiki donated $5. Hey, Bob, are there any messages for me from the other side? And will I pass my final exams when I take them in April or May? Yeah, I do see you passing, but you really got to study a little more, because they're saying that you've not been as focused on the studies. Now, I'm not criticizing. I'm hearing spirit people back here saying it. And you have a master around you from Tibet, a Tibetan master. The name sounds like Ling Rinpoche. The name I'm getting is Ling Rinpoche, one of your spirit guides. But he's around you, Tibetan monk, and he's going to help you. He says, crack the books is the word I'm hearing. So definitely you're going to get through. Keep focused on those studies. You're going to be just fine, okay? Call on Ling Rinpoche. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Oh my goodness. We got so many questions coming in. Hold on just a second. All right. Woo, they're flying by. Hold on just a second here. Okay. Catherine M. Hey, Catherine M. I feel so stuck with my work job at the moment, Psychic Bob, to the point of depression. Do my guides have any messages for me? So grateful, Psychic Bob. XOXO. Oh, thank you, Catherine. Hearts to you, darling. Yeah, you know, it's interesting. When I step into your frequency, I am getting dark blue light around you. I also get red, which means frustration, like you want to kill somebody. Don't do anything rash. I have to tell you, I know you want out of the job, but I actually see transition coming. There's going to be some sort of restructuring or reorganization. You're going to hear about it probably end of March, and people might be freaking out, because I have to be honest, some people around you may be laid off. I don't see you actually being laid off. I think this reorganization or restructuring gives you a new position that's going to put you in a better pay grade. but away from some of the people that you're surrounded with that are playing politics. So please hang in there. Don't quit yet. I don't feel it's time to jump ship, even though I know it's not pleasant. It's going to change starting around that time, okay? So you're going to get through, and I see blessings coming for you, okay? Thank you so very much. Thank you. All right. Oh, somebody donated $5. Foxy Fly Studios. Hey, Bob, any messages from the guides or past loved ones? Hi, Foxy Fly. Good to see you. You know, I keep hearing a voice here. Let me see if I think this is somebody. Make sure it's for you. Sometimes I got multiple voices going at the same time. I got to make sure I'm on the right string here. You know, I kind of feel like sometimes like literally strings come out of my ears to spirits and I'm getting vibrations. I know that sounds weird, but anyways, let's see who this is. Okay. Okay. Yes. You have a spirit guide here. This is interesting. You have a Pleiadian around you. And the name is Tamil, Tamel, like camel, but it's got a T. And it's a male. He says, I'm Tamil. And he said that he's a Pleiadian guide. He said that you have a connection, a soul level to the Pleiadians, and that you're ready now to start receiving communion with them. I don't know if you've had any UFO experiences here this last year, but I'll tell you, I think you're going to start having some sort of paranormal experiences, like you'll see UFOs. You may have very vivid dreams about connecting with people coming from UFOs. But Tamil is the name of one of your spirit guides, okay? I also pick up around you in spirit on your mother's side. I'm getting a woman now. I don't know if this makes sense. This would be an aunt. It's either your mother's sister or a grandmother's sister. I'm getting, but I get this woman as an aunt. And I just hear somebody back here saying, Auntie is here. And it's on the mom's side. I'm not getting much around that, but I feel that this woman died. She's been in spirit for a few years now. And I feel like she may have crossed her issue connected to like a bone cancer or something that metastasized, like went into the ribs or the lymph system or the bones and into the spine. She's in the light, but she's just sending love over to you and to your mother as well. Anyways, I'm not getting the name around this, but I just want to say, I just heard a name shout out from Spirit. The name sound like Helen. I don't know if that's her name or somebody else's name, but I heard somebody say Helen is back here. So anyways, I hope that makes some sense and helps you. Tamil's your guide for your psychic connection to the Pleiadians. You don't know about them, I want you to read up on them, okay? And find out if you know who Helen is in your family, okay? And this aunt as well. All right, thank you for your question. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Sarah J, just seeking, oops, hold on, it just went by. This is why I don't like the chat goes so fast. Just seeking special messages would be so grateful. Important to share, starting to see improvement with tough cowboy dad. I'm not sure what the question is, but I'll tell you, Sarah, you definitely have a lot of angels around you right now. I keep getting literally like the 4 archangels around you. You know, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, and Michael. They're all around you in spirit. So you've got angelic energy now. And, you know, I think in terms of your father, you know, the angels have come in to help improve that situation around him, to give him healing energy. He needs healing as well as you. So call on those 4 archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel, okay? Anyways, they're asking me to tell you Fletcher's back here, and he says that he'll help you as well. And says to tell you not to be worried. He's talking to me about the month of April here, and it looks like April's kind of a breakthrough on the emotional healing front for you. So by April, you're going to start to see some real steps forward. So be patient. You're on the path. Okay. Blessings to you. Thank you for your question. I hope that answers that. All right. Maria H. Bob, will I find a job soon? What, Maria? You haven't got one already? Well, let me tell you, I feel that you're real close. When I say close, I mean literally within about 2 weeks, 10 days to 14 days. I see you having a job interview, and it will lead to a permanent job. So yeah, it's going to be about literally 2 weeks. All right. So there you go. Blessings to you. All right. Popsy Paul Paul. I love that name. Hello, Bob. Do you see if I have any special gifts, please? Let me just step in your frequency. You have clairvoyance. That means a vision, spirit vision. I get this in dreams, and I feel like you're going to start having waking visions. They're like flashes. Sometimes clairvoyance manifests as like almost like a camera flash, and you see something. I think you're going to have it in that way. You got clairvoyance around you. Now, that doesn't mean you don't have any other gifts, but that's the one that's going to manifest the most quickly, and that's around you. Okay. Blessings to you. All right. Wendy Testerman, question, what is my purpose for being here? Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Wendy, for being here. You know, Wendy, you have you have a number of energies. One of them is a psychic theme. You have a psychic life theme. I think you're connected to spirit, and I think you should be doing spiritual work. I also keep getting artist theme around you. And it's interesting because you're kind of a channel. You could either, like, for example, work in fashion and do fashion design or be an artist, or equally, you could be a medium. And I feel like whatever way you go, you're channeling. And the secret for you right now is to be a channel. I think that being a spiritual worker would bring a lot of joy to you. But you don't have to be a spiritual worker to be successful. As long as you're channeling, you're successful. So try to get into work where you're creative, doing something with the arts, you know, fashion design, painting, theater arts, creativity, expressive work. That's where you need to be. But I also see psychic work. So, you know, you kind of have one of these energies that could go either way, and each way is fine. You know, now the spirit world's always eager to have people. But I also like to tell people, it's your choice. You get to choose. But as long as you don't go, like one of the things I would say is don't go do some boring job. Like, don't call me and say, well, Bob, I decided to, I'm probably going to offend somebody. So let me paraphrase this and say, not every job that does this type of job is boring. But if you call me up, Wendy, and you said that you're going to be an accountant and just sit in a tax office doing accounting, I'd say, no way, you'll die. So, you know, try to think of jobs where you're channeling and creative and expressive. And I think being a spirit worker would also do that for you. Okay. Anyways, I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Remember your life theme, psychic theme, and artist theme. All right. Thank you. All right. T Rose Lover asks a good question. She says, oops, hold on, T Rose Lover. Bob, when you're reincarnated, do you look the same? It's been my experience that not necessarily. I had one of my former lives, I was Ethiopian. I was a black Ethiopian slave in Egypt. I went from Ethiopia to Egypt. And I was a whole different race and a whole different body type and everything. I was very strong, very tall, very lean. I don't look anything like that in this life. So I think what you take on the body that you need to accomplish whatever your mission is. So the look, how you look isn't so necessarily connected. Now it can be if you choose that, but generally I don't think that's the deciding factor. It's more about the mission and what you're here to do. If that mission requires you to have a certain look, like let's say you take an artist theme and you're going to be a model in your life, well, you'll be drawn to a set of parents will help give the genetic body that you need to be beautiful to be a model, you know. And so you don't necessarily look the same lifetime to lifetime. Because I see some people, they come in, they'll switch from a female to a male body or a male to a female. And so you'll even change sexes, I believe. Okay. I don't necessarily agree with, like, for example, the Hindu religion says is that, you know, you might devolve, like you might go from being a human down to being a dog or a snake or something. I don't believe that really, because I think that once you attain human life, you stay human. It's like you don't devolve. Now, if you devolve in the sense you do evil in this life, you have, you know, when you die, you could end up in purgatory, or you could, you know, reincarnate at another life where you struggle and have to go through all the challenges that you inflict on others, but you'll be a human still. Anyways, good question. I hope that helps. Harmony Angel says, thank you for giving me a reading about 4 months ago. You were 100% correct. Thank you so much. I'm so honored, Harmony. Thank you for that feedback. You know, as a psychic, I always say that, you know, I don't always, some of the stuff I said doesn't make sense at the time when I give it to people. And they'll say, what the hell is that guy talking about? And then they call me up a few months later and say, oh, what you told me happened. Now I get it. So thank you for that feedback, because sometimes, as I say, it takes time for a reading to manifest, you know, so you got to be patient. Okay. Tiffany Sanchez. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Bob. Any messages for me? Tiffany, I've got a grandmother in spirit back here around you. I think this might be your father's side. I'm getting a woman back here. And she said, oh, I'm baking up bread. I think what this woman was like, she loved to bake bread, or at least she's doing it in spirit now. But you got this grandmother back here. And she's asking me to tell you, she said her hands can knead dough now. I think at the time of this woman's passing, her hands were almost like stiff. It could have been paralysis or like severe arthritis. But she said, look, I can knead the dough, and I'm making bread for Tiffany. So she's here just sending her love and her fresh bread. I can actually smell the bread. Wow, it's really nice. Sometimes when I read, I get that sense of smell. It's really fascinating. But she's here, okay? So she's sending love over to you, and she's around you in spirit, okay? Holly Meta. Holly, this is Holly from Pier 1. Holly, oh my God, I can't believe you're here. This is so cool. You know the store, Pier 1. I know Holly. She works there. So glad to be able to see you tonight. Holly, this is so cool. I'm so excited that you made it here to my live show. I don't do all my shows live, but I do Tuesday and Sundays live. So I'm glad you're here. By the way, Holly, I have to tell you, I keep getting a spirit here that's talking to me for you. There's a man around you. Let me see if I can get him in clearer. This is actually, it's a man, he's from the 1950s. He gives me the name of Thomas, and he said that he was a medium. He said, I'm a medium, and he said that he's coming around you to open your psychic gifts. You have some psychic gifts around you. And Thomas, let me see if I can get the last name. Do you have a last name, Thomas? Hold on, I'm having trouble here. Fletcher, can you get him in clearer? My spirit guides help me to connect. Yes. Okay, his last name is like Hamilton, Thomas Hamilton. And he said that he was a medium in the 1950s. And he has a connection around Chicago, Illinois. He's asked me to tell you that you're opening psychically. And he says not to worry because the spirit is leading you now. Looks like there's some more money that's coming to you here. And the month of around April or May seems significant in turning in the sense of financial blessing. So I think there'll be a new job coming around that time. So be ready for that, okay? But Thomas is going to be working with you as a guide, Thomas Hamilton. And I want you just to, when you sit down, just talk to him. Say, Thomas, are you here? Can you help me? He's going to be opening doors for you. He's going to help you have psychic senses about job applications and also, you know, just psychic development in general. So that's the name of your spirit guide. Thank you for being here. I hope that helps. Blessings. What a treat. Oh, my goodness. All right. All right. Sora Riku. Hi, Sora. Sora says, Bob, yesterday, whoops, where'd he go? All right. Yesterday, I had an issue with a person. He spoke to my mom about me. After that, the person's dad called my mom. He said that if this happens again, he will call the police. My mom wants me to move. I can't. Don't do anything right now. I don't actually see any action being taken against you. And I think this person that's reporting you is literally mentally deranged. They're hallucinating and imagining stuff. And what's interesting, even if they call the police have a record on them already. You might want to be preemptive and call the police and report them first. because I think the police will say, oh, you're talking about so-and-so? Yeah, we know about them. You'll preempt any problems in the future by having a report on file from you. I don't see anything happening. You're going to stay where you are. It's not time to move, and no further danger will come to you. Okay? Blessings to you. I hope that helps. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, guys, I tell you, I don't know where the time goes. I've got another meeting I have to go to tonight. But you know, I do want to thank you guys for being here. I'm sorry I can't get everybody's question in, because you know I love to try to get as many as I can, but I want to thank you. You know, you guys are always so wonderful. You know, on Sunday we're going to do this again. We'll do a live broadcast. So bring your questions, you know, and we're going to do that. And also remember, pop over to my website, PsychicBob.com, get your free copy of Gold and Crimson, okay? Available now at PsychicBob.com, and that link will be below this video. Make sure to also visit my merch store and get your t-shirts. Green Frenzy is only one of several painting artwork t-shirts we got over there. So please do that. You know, as I say, support art, wear art, okay? And if you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, give me a call at my office, 703. Here's my phone number, 703. See if I can put it in chat here. 703-825-3929. There it is. That's my phone number. It's down in chat. And, you know, contact me. Now, you know, a private reading is where you and I sit down one-on-one. And we cover everything: past, present, future, spirit guides, messages from deceased loved ones. We look at your life mission, your life theme, karmic links, all of that. And I answer your questions. You know, so you get more than you get here. Here today is a little snippet of help, and I'm so glad that you've reached out to me. But if somebody's saying, you know, I like that, but I want some more, you might want to invest in a private reading. Now, I have two types of reading. I have a full hour reading, where you sit down and in a full hour, we're one-on-one, telephone or Skype or Google Hangouts, and we can sit and talk and get into everything. Or if you're not ready for that, we also do another type of reading called a compact voice reading. And a number of you have reached out to me for that. It's a shorter reading, and it's not, you don't sit with me one-on-one personally, but what you do is you email me 3 questions, and then I will take your 3 questions and I will make an audio recording of my reading. So I will read the questions and give you my reading, and I will email that to you. It's not as in-depth as an hour reading, but for a lot of people, it's just within you. You just need something quick, and now you don't have a lot of time. That's an option for you, okay? So, you know, compact voice reading, those sell for $80 at my website. My full hour reading is $150 for the hour, and then my compact voice reading is $80. So either way, you know, you can have some help from Psychic Bob. But I would love the chance to sit down with you guys, and I hope that, you know, that will give you some help as well. So guys, listen, I don't mean to be short. Psychic Bob's on a schedule because, you know, I read around the clock. You know, and I love it. But thank you to all you've been calling for private readings as well as compact voice readings. I've been meeting so many of you one-on-one, and it's been a treat. So anyways, Jade Brooklyn says, I paint as well. Would love to send you a present. Jade, if you want to write to me, send me an email at my email below, PsychicBobHickman@gmail.com, and I'll coordinate with that with you. I don't want to put out my address here publicly at this time because I have stalkers, and I've had to have security literally pull people out of my house because I've been mobbed by people at my house in the past. So, you know, I mean, most people that try to find out where I live are usually really nice. They just show up, want an autograph or a picture or something. But I also have some crazy people, so I don't generally put out where I live publicly. Okay, but I can get that to you if you write to me, okay? We'll coordinate. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. Well, I'm so glad. Well, thank you, Gotta Grip says, thanks again for your help towards everybody here. Thank you. Well, it's such a, yeah. Jade Brooklyn, as far as a P.O. box, It's a political situation where I am right now. I'm actually being blocked by the federal government, which is a whole issue in itself, which I won't get into. But yeah, they're playing politics with me and blocking me right now. So I haven't been able to get a new post office box. See, Caroline, I agree. I wish I could have a P.O. box, but it's now become a national security thing. And because I'm on a list as a targeted individual, they're denying me my rights. They even open my mail and steal it from me currently in my home sometimes. So it's, it's just what it is. Anyways, but we'll not worry about that. We'll all connect one way or another. So thank you so very much. Yeah. Sora, just send me an email and I'll let you know about that as well. Okay. Yeah. No, Jade, you're right. People fear what they don't understand. It's so complex. Anyways, this is the world Psychic Bob lives in. People, I don't want to get into a big rant here, but I'll just say real quick, people do not understand. I am trying to warn people. America is falling into a police state. Don't say it's Donald Trump. Donald Trump has nothing to do with it. This has happened from Obama's time period. But anyways, I won't get into all that tonight, but I just need to tell you, pay attention to your rights. Watch what is happening and don't give up to people just who want to take away your rights. Anyways, am I afraid of saying this? No, because it's the truth. And I will not deny the truth of what is truly happening in the United States. Carolina R agrees with me. Thank you. Thank you, Davy Jan. Thanks for being here. Anyways, let's end on a positive note. Thank you for being here. I hope you've enjoyed seeing my t-shirt. Please make sure to visit my merch store. And we will be back here tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. We're going to have Wiccan Wednesday. That's always fun, huh? So we'll have something fun and mystical tomorrow. We'll see what we can do. I've got a few different things I've got to put together here. So just be here tomorrow for Wiccan Wednesday. We'll have some sort of adventure. But you guys are the best. You rock. M Love says, love the t-shirts. I'd like one. Yeah, well, I have more than this one. There's a whole bunch of them at my website or at my merch store connected to YouTube, not my website. Stay on YouTube to get my t-shirts, okay? That's where you get them, all right? All right, guys, so listen, have a blessed night. We'll see you back here tomorrow. And until then, may all of you always blessed be.